Hey, shalom, Israel, man. Salaki on that. You know what I'm saying. So we're gonna jump right into it. In today's class, we're gonna be talking about marriage, right? So hold on, let me. All right, Salaki. Hey, shalom, Yahaba Shema Shabrak to you brothers out there. Shalom, Yahweh Shema Thumb Shimi Yashai to you sisters out there. You know what I'm saying with ISUPK coming out of 1 West, 125th Street, Harlem, New York. I'm Officer Apayat out here in Arizona. You know I'm saying Phoenix, Arizona. We got classes, things at the bottom, right? Classes, I don't know if y'all can see that. We got class. Oh, it's not at the bottom. We got classes 124 16 North 28 Drive, 12416 North 28 Drive. I'm saying we got classes from Tuesday to Friday. On Saturday, we got the Sabbath service from 10 a.m. to 12 noon. Okay, that's at the bottom. I can see that. Let me see if I can. Let's see. Chat. Okay, come. So in today's class, we're gonna jump into marriage, man. Saying we're gonna jump into marriage. Something that it's a lock here. We're gonna jump into marriage. Something that a lot of brothers and sisters I'm saying might have problems with, but it's something that's not common at all. I'm saying when you marry somebody or you get involved or you whether you want to call it dating or in ISUPK, we all know sex is marriage. You know what I'm saying? So if you're having sex, first and foremost, that's marriage, right? So when you have someone you're involved with, man, or laying down with, it's always gonna be issues, man. Ain't nothing perfect. I'm saying that's the first thing you must understand. There's no such thing as a perfect marriage. Anyone that could sit here and tell you there's a such thing as a perfect marriage is a lie. Either one day lying or in that marriage in itself is not a real marriage. The reason why I say it's not a real marriage, when I say problems, I'm not talking about like they got to be getting up, fist fighting, and stomping each other into the smithereens. I ain't talking about that. I'm saying, but what I am talking about is you're not going to agree on everything. Just like you grew up in a household, you know what I'm saying, and you and your brother, you and your sister, you never always agree on everything. You know what I'm saying? You grew up among these people for I don't know how long people stay in the house for now. This 16 years. I don't know. I'm saying I was out of the house at around that time. You know what I'm saying? So I say about 20 years, right? You know somebody for 20 years. In that 20 years, you and them didn't get along all the time. Brothers and sisters fight, you know what I'm saying? Brothers fight brothers, you know what I'm saying? Sister and sister fight. You watch your mother and father fight. So much so your mother and father, they fought so much that they decided to go their separate ways because they fight so much. Rather than going through that tough battle and you know what I'm saying, and a long lasting battle, they decided to just split and run from each other because they figure grass is green on the other side. So what? You gonna split up, get with somebody else, and you realize that you same fight you had with your rib before, your wife before, it's the same fight you're gonna have with this rib. There's no such thing as a perfect marriage. I'm saying, but here's what a lot of brothers and sisters must understand: that it starts with you, man. Specifically, if you're a man, you know what I'm saying, you have to be able to look into yourself and say, in ISUPK, is something that I'm saying we've been taught that if something is wrong in your marriage or not going right in your marriage, it's up to you you have to fix it. I'm saying it's up to you to fix whatever that issue is. I'm saying first you have to find out what the issue is, and then you have to find a solution to fix that issue. But now what we're going to do is we're going to go into the Bible and we're going to first establish what the Most High say. Right? The remedy for every marriage is right here in the Bible. I'm saying the law. The law is a remedy for every marriage. What we're going to do is we're going to go into the Bible and get what the Most High say, right? So we're going to go to see what I have. I think I have in 1 Corinthians, right? 1 Corinthians chapter 11, verse 3. 1 Corinthians chapter 11, verse 3 says, "But I have you know that the head of every man is Christ, and the head of the woman is the man, and the head of Christ is God, saying the Most High, right? First thing to establish there is that Most High said what? That we must know the head of every man is Christ, right? And that the head of the woman is the man, and the head of the man is the Most High. First thing we have to establish is the Most High is trying to show you that there is a rank order to life, right? Not like here in America where women rule here in America, right? The women run the household. I was listening to a radio station, and I know I mention this all the time, right? A radio station I've been listening to for a while now, and I just happened to hear one of the brothers on the radio station. He says, "I'm not gonna lie to you, man. Like I have to be governed." These were his words verbatim, right? He said, I have to be governed. My wife rule over my household because I already know that if like I have to be governed." He said, I'm liable to spur it out the mouth or say whatever I want to say or go do some like messed up stuff or go out there and mess up. My wife, she's there to keep me in check. And a lot of women was clapping, going, yeah. See, that's a good man. Here's what people don't understand. They see the woman saying that's a good man, and the man that allow that or see no fault in that, both of them is wrong. In fact, the man that allow that and say that, he's a homosexual. And that the woman that say that's a good man and she approve of that, she's a dyke. I'm gonna come out and say it. I'm saying I don't know if we're allowed to say dyke. Somebody can correct me online. I don't know if we can say dyke or homosexual. The proper word is homosexual. I ain't got proc here today. I'm saying to let me know. Hey, Lord in Christ, sir. You can't leave your rib. Khan, I'm saying Khan, I'm saying Khan Kabbalah Math. Saying, hey, shalom, sis. Shalom, sis. I'm saying I don't know if we're allowed to say those words, but let me know if Kabbalah Math, let me know. Let me know if I can or cannot say that word on sexual deviant. Right. Sexual, I tell you what, we use sexual deviant, right? That's the proper way. Sexual deviant. You know, I know they'll cancel our class online. I'm saying if I say the wrong thing. So, but yes. So the woman that see no fault in that and want a weak man, that is not a woman. I'm saying that there's no absolute way you can sit here and tell me that you a woman that want to lead and you want to make the decision. I've been with women that they can't even decide what they want to eat. I'm being honest with you. I'm saying you're a woman out there, you know, they can't even decide what they want to eat. Much less how you gonna then decide, I'm saying, what we're gonna do in our day-to-day. How you can make the decisions in our day-to-day life. That makes no sense. The Most High know this. Women are not wired for that. That's the reason why the Most High have a man over them, you know what I'm saying? To protect them and guide them and make sure woman is there for other reasons. I'm saying nurturing, things like that. That's what woman is there for, right? To be a helpmate. Not to deprive of it, like meaning those things are not important. And not at all. I'm saying those things are actually very essential. Very, very essential. The food that a man eat to go out to battle, that food give him energy, right? Let's say he has no woman and he has no food to eat. What energy does he have? I think a lot of sisters today, because of America, they get it misunderstood at their place or the position that they play as if it's not an important position. And because of the so-called white man in America and the propaganda that's being pushed here in America, women are set to believe that their place or the position that they're playing is not important, where it's very much so important. What about those children? Myself, you know what I'm saying, you do know that Christ, I'm sure, was nurtured and taken care of by his mother coming up. So you can't say that a woman's place is not important. Both places are actually important. The Most High just have the man leading the woman. That's it. I'm saying the Most High, and the same problem that a lot of women have today is the same problem that Eve had. And I'm saying that we're going to go into also a little bit later. And Adam and Eve had, right? And because of that, they were kicked out of the kingdom for that. First Ezra 4 and 14. Let me see if I can get that right now. 6. Oh yeah, Kabbalah Moth, you're right. Slakia. What was that? You said 17. What was that 17 for? Slakia. Let's let me know when you talk about 17. Let's let me know what you talk about when you said 17. All right. So a lot of women is made to believe that their position is not important, where that's in fact absolutely wrong, right? Your sister said 4 and 14. As it was 4 and 14. Lock you. 4 and 14 says, O ye men, it is not the great king. It said 4 and 14, right? Verse. Chapter 4. Okay, yeah. 4 and 14. Okay. It says, First Ezra chapter 4, verse 14. O ye men, it is not the kings, not the great king, nor the multitude of men, nor is it wine that's excellent. Who is it then that ruleth them, or hath the lordship over them? Are they not women? Excellent. I'm saying right there. Little women know. Hey, that's an excellent point, sis. 17 and was 17 and I was out of the crib, sir. Okay, okay, you're saying at 17 you're out of the crib. Just like a lot of us. So on our sister's point, right, when she brought up First Ezra 4 and 14. That, yes, you can use that, sis. Absolutely, you can use it. The reason why is because right here the Most High is telling you that all these things, the same thing that King Solomon realized, that this whole life, everything we do is based off of women. What I mean by it's based off of women, I mean everything we do is for women. For women. Little you know that the clothes you want to wear, I'm saying a man working so hard, or men out there pushing drugs and doing all type of killing and robbing, you know what I'm saying, selling drugs, things like that. All those things that you do, a man working 2-3 shifts, all that's for women. All that, I'm saying, the nice clothes you want, the jewelry, you see what I got, all of this is for women. All of this is for women. I'm saying any man, an honest man would tell you, like, everything we do, this whole life, you know what I'm saying, is for women. King Solomon realized that, right? I'm paraphrasing. King Solomon said, get me right on this, right? King Solomon said, he said somewhere around the way of, he said he went out to find out, why do men sin, right? Why do we sin? Why do we do the things that we do out in this world? Why do we rape, rob? Why do we commit adultery? Why do we murder? I'm saying King Solomon said he went out, the top scholars and I'm saying he went out, had them study and research and do all of that. And he said when they came back, he realized that the number one common denominator was women, for women, right? This whole life is based off of that. So it blows my mind why would a woman want to now switch roles? Like, do you not know the power you have? Right? And paraphrasing also, the Most High said if it was not for the word of the Most High, right, the woman would be the most powerful thing on the face of the earth. And we've seen that each and every day. Each and every day. America's run on women. Right? And only a dumb and ignorant woman, man, that you would not realize that. And you don't even know the power you actually have. And the fact that you want to now switch roles, and now you want a man to do the things you do and you do the things that a man do, it blows my mind. And that's to show how idiotic a woman can be, right? Absolutely idiotic. And that's the reason why a woman needs to be governed. You know what I'm saying? A woman needs to have a man over to tell her what to do. For that reason, the fact that you don't even know the power you have and you want to now switch roles, right? Now let's jump back to Genesis, right? Genesis 2 and 24. Jump out to Genesis chapter 2, verse 24, right? Genesis 2 and 24. Genesis chapter 2, verse 24 says, Genesis chapter 2, verse 24 says, therefore shall a man leave his father and his mother, and shall cleave unto his wife, and they shall be one flesh. Here's what a lot of brothers don't understand. You see, when you get that woman, right? When you get that wife, she now becomes the number one woman in your life. I'm always hearing this thing that a lot of brothers use when they say, oh, if I'm driving in a car and with my woman and she's in the front seat and my mother's coming in, she has to get out of the front seat and my mother has to come in the passenger seat. I don't know how other brothers do it, but if my woman is in the passenger seat and I'm driving, my mother is. I'm getting out. I open the door for her. You know what I'm saying? My mother is sitting in the back seat. I don't know where you brothers get this. I want to call it homosexuality. Genesis 2:24. Right? I low key want to call it homosexuality, but you know what I'm saying I feel that's kind of borderline. I don't know where it comes from, but understand this. That is your mother, right? That is not your woman. That woman that's already in the passenger seat, she sits there. You know what I'm saying? She's your wife. Your mother sits in the back seat. I don't know where you brothers get this from. That woman has to now become the number one woman in your life. And I understand for a lot of you brothers out there, you do treat your woman like the number one woman in your life, or your mother, rather, I should say, who was once the number one woman in your life. What I mean by I say that is a lot of us come from mothers that were whores. A lot of us come from mothers that was abused, that used to abuse us. You know what I'm saying? Sexually abuse or physically abuse us or verbally abuse us. Tell us that we ain't shit. You know, you ain't shit. You like your daddy. You know what I'm saying? Your daddy wasn't shit. Slocky, can I even? You know I'm saying? Slocky, let me know. I know I'm cussing out. Can I even say that? You know what I'm saying? Slocky. Any good mother wants to observe her son being a good husband. You know what I'm saying? Any good and decent mother would not allow you to take your wife out of the passenger seat and have her go in the back seat. Here's why. What the brothers say, Kabbalah Mark say so excellent. Here's why no good mother would want that. The reason being is because at one time she was that wife, right? And she would not want to get out of the front seat and go in the back seat for your mother. She wouldn't want to do that, right? So the fact that now she wants you to treat your wife like that and have your wife go in the back seat, she's a terrible mother. Like I was saying, a lot of us come from abusive mothers, man. And because we come from abusive mothers, we treat our wives like how we would treat the way we wanted to treat our mother, kind of like a get back for how our mother treat us. A lot of us don't know, but subconsciously, that's how we treat our wives because of the way our mother treat us, right? Our mother told us that we weren't shit, that we just like her daddy weren't shit. And we heard this our whole life, probably beat the hell out of you. No different than how a lot of fathers who come home and beat the hell out of their sons or their daughters, right? And abuse their kids. A lot of women do the same thing. And what we do is, a lot of us also seen our mother being whores. We see our mother bring a lot of men around us, right? I cannot begin to tell you. I know. I'm saying every week it's like a new man. Fuck every week. It's a locky. I'm saying at least twice a week is a new man. I'm saying then there's a side man at it, right? Like any good grandparents love to see their grandchildren be a good con up. You know what I'm saying? Just like that, right? So a lot of us, because the way our mother treats us, a lot of men, because of the way our mother treats us, we treat our woman that way. Here's what we first must establish. One, our mother was wrong. She was a terrible mother. We have to first establish that, right? We have to first establish that. And because she was a terrible mother, we have to now say, okay, because she was terrible to me, I have to be careful in the way I treat women, right? I have to be careful in the way I treat others because I come from an abusive parent. And because I come from an abusive parent, no daddy in the house. So if we did have a daddy, he probably got drunk, beat the hell out of us, right? Because of that, or he wanted nothing to do with us. Because of that, we now have to admit to ourselves that, hold on, I came up flawed in an abnormal society, right? Because I come from an abnormal society, I'm liable to go off and treat others wrong. So I got to be careful with that. That's the first thing I never forget. That's one of the things I came to a realization with years ago, that, damn, man, like I came up away. You know what I'm saying? I came up away. And because I came up that way, I now have to be careful in the way I treat other people. Right? I have to be careful because you heard the saying that treat others the way you want to be treated. Here's what we don't understand, that the way we were treated, we will treat others. Right? That saying does go on deaf ear. The way we were treated, we will treat others. It's kind of like the saying that goes, a misery love company. Does that make sense? Because you were treated miserably, you want to treat other people miserably. Because you came from a life of abuse, you want to naturally just abuse other people, and it comes so subconsciously to us. That's the reason why for a lot of us, we're outcast in society, a lot of us, right? We're outcast society. We can't seem to get along with nobody. We feel comfortable being in our own space and our own circle, right? And what we must first establish is, okay, I came from, like I said before, I came from an abnormal society. And because I came from an abnormal society, that I'm subjected to all these things and I have to be very careful, right? And that's the first thing we must establish. You know what I'm saying? What was that up? Terrible mothers advertently teach their sons to be terrible men. Absolutely. And that's exactly what I'm saying. That's exactly what I'm saying. I'm saying, and truthfully, a lot of those women that was terrible mothers, they came from a terrible father in their life, right? Their father treated them like shit. Salakia, their mother treated them like shit. So by nature, it's like a cycle that goes on and on. So she's gonna treat you like shit, and then you're gonna treat somebody else like shit, and then you're gonna treat your kids like shit, and your kids gonna treat their kids like shit, and it goes on and on and on and on and on. That's when ISUPK, we have to go back to the root of the problem, and that is the oppressor, right? The Edomites are the devil that the Bible speaks of. You know what I'm saying? First must establish that, right? Let's go to Ephesians 5 and 25, right? Ephesians chapter 5, verse 25. In fact, let's get yes, Ephesians 5 and 25. Let's get that, right? Ephesians chapter 5, verse 25. All right. Luke, John, Acts, Peter. Yes. All right. Ephesians 5 and 25. All right. Chapter 5, verse 25. Ephesians 5 and 25 says, Husbands, love your wives, even as Christ also loved the church and gave himself for it. Right? That he may sacrifice and cleanse it with the washing of the word by his word, right? Washing of the water by his word. When they said that Christ gave himself for it, what did Christ do for the church? Christ died for the church, right? That's why, as a man, I cannot say this enough. As a man, it's important that you understand your role as a husband, right? If you're gonna be with somebody that you have to die for, right? And that's a command. That's out of, you know what I'm saying, out of the Bible in itself. That everything out of this book, you know what I'm saying, is sanctified by the Most High, right? So that is a goddamn command. If you have to, you must die for your wife, right? Now, the reason why you want to be careful who you pick as a wife is you don't want to get with a woman that's a damn dragon out that you have to die for. You do not want that, right? And if you are with a woman that's a dragon that you have to die for, here's what you must understand. If you're a husband, that's your job now to tame that dragon, right? Your job now to tame that dragon because you decided to take that woman as your wife. And you have to be very careful because Slakia. Hey, shalom, sir. I'm saying shalom, Officer Rabbi. Shalom, sir. Shalom, Yabashua with us, sir. A long time, sir. A long time. We should be out there. I think next month. We should be out there next month to see y'all, sir. I'm definitely. Or Slakia, this month. It's May now. Yes, this month. This month we should be out there in a couple of weeks, sir. Should be out there. You know what I'm saying, it'd be an honor to see you, sir. I cannot wait to see you again. Guatemala says, hide your wife's shame as Christ hide our shame for the Most High God. Khan, you wanna make sure you want to make sure you start taming that dragon so there won't be no shame in it, right? And that's the reason why we have to be very careful when we pick our wives. Once you lay down with that woman and you find out she a dragon, that's on you. You have a lot of work you now have to do. Whereas you could have done that work before you marry her, or you could not have taken this woman at all to begin with, right? But because you decided to take this woman on to be your wife, you now bear the responsibility of taming that dragon, right? And you have to, how you go about taming that dragon is right here. This book, how you go about taming that dragon. The first thing we established earlier when we say what? That the woman, I'm saying the man is the head of the woman. First and foremost, the man is the head of the woman. That's the first thing you must establish. Right? The Most High said that Christ died for the church. I mean, you have to, one, pick a woman that you want to die for, right? I'm saying, even if she a dragon, you have to now make her up, fix her up now, right? Get her out of that dirt, get that dragon stance off her, right? To where she's worthy of a woman now dying for. Because that's one of the worst things to do. And here's why having a dragon or a difficult woman is terrible, because she can get you killed out. Who have seen this, right? Get me right in this, Kabbalah. Who have seen in like train stations where a man could be dealing with his wife and she's yelling and screaming and she's acting a dragon out in public, on the public bus, embarrassing you, on a public train, out embarrassing you, right? And you see a man do this. That is a dragon, Salaki. I'm saying that is an absolute dragon. That man is in hell. That man right there, he is in hell, right? He's in hell. Who have also seen this one? She get up and she's acting like such a dragon. She might step on or disrespect another man that's nearby. And he said to you, hey man, control your wife, control your woman. You know what I'm saying? And you all know the streets, he might say, control your bit. You know what I'm saying? And what do? You now feel like you have to defend her honor. No, man. No. She's a dragon. He's right. Control your woman. And you're a weak man if you now feel like you have to go combat that man or fight that man for this honor of this dragon. Whereas if you would have done the process and do the due diligence like Christ did with the church. What did Christ do with the church? Christ got every man in the church in order. His 12 disciples was in order, right? Christ, they were so in order. Christ knew what they would do before they even do it. That's the reason why Christ knew Judas was going to betray him. That's how in order he was, right? Christ knew Judas was going to betray him. See, it is more common than is decent, even for a very bad day. It's a terrible thing. I feel bad for brothers, man. It's a terrible thing. It's a very dishonorable thing. I'm saying, you a sister out there, that's something you do not want to be. You want to be somebody that's a woman that's dishonorable to your husband. The minute if you out there, you a sister out there, and you see a husband do this, when you talk and you see a husband do this, oh my God, sis, that's dishonorable. And if you have any honor in you, you should be ashamed of yourself. Shame is the actual good thing for a woman. Shame is a good thing for a woman. What you don't want is a woman that have no shame. The minute she has no shame, that's disgusting. That's absolutely disgusting, right? So yes, let's jump up to the 21st verse, right? Yeah. Ephesians 5 and 21. Ephesians 5 and 21. Wives, right? It's for you sisters out there. Wives, submit yourself unto your own husbands as unto the Lord. For the husband is the head of the wife, even as Christ is the head of the church, and he is the savior of the body. Here's what every wife must understand, right? The topic today is marriage, right? So we're dealing with marriage and what's a man and a woman's place within that marriage. The first thing you must establish in a marriage is place, meaning what do you, and this was something I've always said with a woman, okay, this is what I expect from you, right? Tell me what you expect from me. You know, a woman is someone is caring, who listens, who's not judgmental. I hear that one all the time. First thing, if I'm a man, I hear that is I'm going, hold on. So what I gotta judge? When I hear that shit, I'm like, okay, you did some shit I gotta, you know what I mean? I feel like that's something that a woman would say. You know what I'm saying, but it's not fair for me to say that, so I won't, you know I'll go, right? So we must establish what our place is, right? Then I'm gonna say, this is what you're gonna expect from me, right? This is what the Most I expect me to give you, and this is what I expect from you. right here in Ephesians 5:21, it says, submit yourself, right? 5:21, Salaki, submit yourselves one unto another in the fear of God, right? Here's why it's important that a woman must understand that she has to submit herself unto her husband. The reason why is because before I go on, Slakia, speaking on the body, right? That body of yours that you have, if you're a woman, that body belongs to your husband. And the reason why I want to touch on that topic before I jump on to the other one is because a lot of women are under the misconception that it's my body, my choice. See, when you take a husband, it's no longer your body. It's no longer your body. That body of yours belongs to your husband, right? And 22 says, wives, submit yourselves unto your own husband as unto the Lord. For the husband is the head of the wife, even as Christ, and Christ is the head of the church and is the savior of the body, right? That body belongs to your husband. If your husband say, go put some clothes on, put some clothes on. I'm saying that's why it's important that you choose your husbands very carefully. If you don't want a man to tell you what to wear, then choose your husbands carefully. Then what you can do is you can go choose a man that wants you to wear absolutely anything you want to wear. He's cool with it. You come out there half naked and he'll be okay with it. If that's what you want, then you make sure you choose your husbands carefully. Now, if you want a man of God, an honorable man, a man of the ISUPK, then you have to expect when you wear certain things, he's going to tell you to cover up. Take that off. Go put this on. I don't want to see you in that. You don't wear this out the house. Cover up. This one is called by submitting yourself unto your husband. I know a lot of women have problems with that, right? And we're all talking about what each person's position is. A man's position is to lead, and a woman's position is to follow, whether you like it or not. If you call yourself a godly woman, your position is to follow. And a lot of you men out there have a problem with leading your women. You can not sit here, you're a man, and you're enough. Hey, Officer is on Shalom. Yeah, watch your thought. You know, we got that first Friday tomorrow. I'm saying, we got first Friday tomorrow. I'm looking forward to seeing you, Akims, man. I'm looking forward to seeing both of you Akims tomorrow, man. We got first Friday. We're gonna be down there. We're gonna have the flyers out. I'm saying we're gonna try to get in there a little earlier and leave a little early so we can go somewhere, chop it up, man. And I'm saying, this brotherhood, right? So shalom, I'm saying, yes, but place in a marriage is very important, right? Communication and place in the marriage is absolutely important. If you notice, Christ is always guiding the church, right? Christ is always what fake Israel, like, I hate using the word fellowship. In ISBK, we call it brotherhood, right? Christ is always doing that, meaning that when you're with your wife, like, it's important that you guys talk, man. It's okay. You can sit down and talk. How you doing? Doing good? I'm saying that's good. Whatever it may be, let's talk. Let's talk. Women love that. I'm saying women absolutely love that. As men, we hate to talk. I understand. We hate to talk. If that's not the case, then here's what you do with it, right? Before you go to your bed, lay fire. Lay fire before you go to your bed. It's absolutely important. It's very important to a marriage, man. It's very essential to a marriage that a man and a woman lay down together. Every single night you should be laying down together. Every single night, saying you should be laying together. That's what's the word I'm looking for. A recharge of marriage, right? Give energy, right? Give boost to a marriage. Every night you should be laying down together. That's very important, right? And being a man, like I said before, it's very important that you guide your woman. Any man that allow his woman to go outside naked, you're homosexual. You're homosexual. There was a song that a brother had. He said if they ain't looking, I don't want her. Like, he said something like that. Like, if they ain't looking, I don't want her. Like my girl got on like a 2-piece and they looking on, meaning like he likes his woman to be half naked, and with her being half naked, if men are not looking at her, he doesn't want her. Here's what he don't understand: the average man out there, if a woman is naked, they're gonna look. Any man is gonna look, right? The average man out there. Now, if you ICPK brother, you understand. We be at camp where women have flash titties and out there, I mean, doing all type of thing. Even out there, right? Even with that happening out there, you're gonna see that the bystanders, right? The average bystanders walking by, they're gonna be looking at her. So the fact that a man want a woman, he don't want a woman unless other men are looking at her. I mean, he's fighting for the approval of other men, which is once again borderline homosexual. All right. Bottom off. Can I say that out? Homosexual? I don't know if that's what was the word again? Sexual deviant. Salakia. Sexual deviant. I know homosexual. See, I'm saying it again. Salakia. And yeah, let's jump down to Hebrews, right? Hebrews 13 and 4. Hebrews 13 and 4, man. Let's get Hebrews, right? Hebrews chapter 13, verse 4. I know how a lot of you brothers, man, you're very quick on it, right? Lock you. Hebrews 13 and 4, right? Hebrews chapter 13. Okay, chapter 13, verse 4. Marriage is honorable in all, and the bed undefiled, but whoremongers and adulterers God will judge. First thing you must understand, like I spoke on, right? It's very important that a man and a woman lay down together. And the Most High saying the bedroom is undefiled. I'm saying, you know what that means? Have fun in the bedroom, right? Do what needs to be done in the bedroom, right? And whoremongers and adulterers on God will judge, right? Most High do not like an adulterer. It's very, very important that you understand that Most High does not like an adulterer, right? Let's jump out to 1 Peter 3 and 7. All right, 1 Peter chapter 3, verse 7. 1 Peter chapter 3, verse 7. 1 Peter's First Peter's. Get out of this bitch. 1 Peter chapter 3, verse 7. Let me get out of here. Salakia. First Peter chapter 3, verse 7 says, likewise, ye husband, dwell with them according to knowledge, giving honor unto the wife. Let's stop right there. Mosai says, dwell with them according to knowledge. What does it mean to dwell with them according to knowledge? Any one of you brothers can answer that for me. What does it mean to dwell with your women, right? Your wives with knowledge. Like deal with her with knowledge. What does that mean? What does that mean? It's any one of you Akims. What time we got? Right? Dwell with her according to knowledge. According to knowledge, how should you dwell with your woman according to knowledge? Any one of you Akims online. Bottom line, what does it mean? I'm saying, or Razan, what does it mean? To dwell with your woman, your wives, according to knowledge. Because we know what? How do you dwell with a woman? I'll give you how you dwell with her according to ignorance. What? How do you dwell with a woman to the opposite of that? What's knowledge? The opposite of knowledge is what? Ignorance, right? How would you dwell with her according to ignorance? Would it be safe to say to dwell with your woman according to ignorance would be I don't know, a man that gets up and since he can't get his woman to do what he want her to do or listen to him, he beats the hell out of her. All right? I know, not to like, I don't know. I hear stories, man, of men that these men has like a point system, right? Like a point system. And if she get a certain point, she get wrong. It's not even like I'm laughing because it's ridiculous, right? She gets a beating, right? A woman get a beating, meaning like she do something wrong, right? She get a beating, or he gets angry of impulse and he has to beat her ass. Is it safe to say dealing with her that way is ignorance? Khan, Officer Rizal, Khan, according to the law. That's how you deal with her according to knowledge. Because knowledge is the law, right? It's a very easy one. You know what I'm saying? Definitely, I'm saying, round of applause to that one. You know what I'm saying? My brother said, put her to death. What does that mean, Kabbalah? What does it mean by put her to death? He's saying that dealing with her knowledge is putting her, tell me what that means, put her to death. All right, but Rizal, you're right. According to the law, that's how you deal with her according to knowledge, right? It says, I'm reading again, 1 Peter 3:7. Likewise, ye husbands, dwell with them according to knowledge, giving honor unto the wife. What does it mean to give honor now to your wife? Right? Bottom up. Help me understand now. Put her to death. What does that mean now? Put your woman to put her to death. What does that mean? All right. So how do a man give honor to his wife? Right? How do he give honor to his wife? Do giving honor to your wife mean, before we go, do you give honor to your wife mean do whatever she say? Right? A lot of people, a lot of men have the way of dealing with their wife by I'll never ever forget this. When I was a young man, not in the school, but when I was actually young, I was like I want to say 16, 17, like 17, 18. I think I was probably younger. But we all have heard this before. He's my brother said when dealing with a woman, he was an older man, all right? A grown man. He was, you know what I'm saying, in 40s, 50s, you know what I'm saying? He says, trust me, son. It was my actual daddy, but you know what I'm saying, because I'm younger, you know how older men do. He said, trust me, son. You want to make your woman happy. You want to keep your have a happy life. It's a happy wife, right? And he says, just say yes. Right? Who have heard that one before? Oh, tie fire. He said to put her dead. Hey, that brother, you got a choice. Hey, that brother got a way with words, man. He said, God damn, Salakia, hey, do whatever you need to do. This brother said, put her to death. Right? Hey, shalom, sis. That brother said, put her to death. Khan, sir, Khan. Honor, high respect, and great esteem. Khan, sir. It was like, I definitely know you was going to get it, sir. It was like, Khan. Hey, shalom, sis. Y'all watching my Y'all, Salakia, y'all shema, brother said, tie fire. Yes, you know what I'm saying, if that's the way you the term you use, that's fine, right? You know, that's Kabbalah Mom, right? But yes, to give honor to your wife does not mean to say yes to everything, right? So that knowledge our older brother gave me at that time was coming to the ICPK. I realized I was wrong, man. The brother told me to say yes. He says, whatever your woman want, just say yes. You know what I'm saying? He looked at me dead in the eyes. He said, son, I'm going to teach you how do you get through life. He said to me, I want to say I was 16, 17 years old. He said to me, just say yes. You want to make your woman happy? Just say yes. A happy life, happy wife, happy life, or happy life. I forgot the term they use. I'm saying Salakia. He told me, however, though, to say yes. That was the advice that he gave to me, right? And I remember when I heard it, I was like, that sounds so gay. I'm saying that sounds wife be leading and teaching her the law. Khan, definitely. She'll be reborn in the morning. Khan, this brother Kabbalah Mob, man. Khan, do your thing, you know what I'm saying? Do your thing. Most I be with her, you know what I'm saying? Well, yes. So yes, Razan, that's absolutely the way. I'm saying teaching her the law, right? Now, what does the law say? The law said a woman shall submit yourself unto your husband, right? We just read that, right? We just read that in Ephesians 5:22, right? Ephesians 5:22, where it says, "Women shall submit yourself unto your husbands." But yes, dealing with your woman in honor is not saying yes to her and a happy wife, happy life. No, it's being able to lead and tell her. I'm saying correcting her is you honoring her. The reason why you don't want to not correct her is because, like I said before, she's gonna be like that woman. You're gonna be out in a public place, whether it be on a bus. We always see this in the train station, in the bus, out in public, and she's giving you hell. Then she's screaming in your face. So, a woman like that have no respect for you, right? And you're going through hell because this woman is dishonoring you out in public. She's a disgrace. Here's what you don't understand. When real men see that out in public, you know what we're saying to ourselves? He's a disgrace. That's literally how our man like me is looking at you when your woman is doing all that hollering and she's pointing fingers in you. Do it again, nigga. I'll slap you, whoop you, whoop. We all been there. We all heard it before, right? That's what a man like me is thinking when I see that. Little if I see a woman belittling you, any type of thing like that, I'm looking at you like this man is a disgrace. I don't look at her any type of way. Here's how they don't look at your woman any type of way. Because the minute your woman get beside herself and she disrespect that man, that innocent bystander out there, right? Minute you disrespect him, what does he say? He said, "Hey man, get your bitch." First thing he gonna say is that, or get your woman, or I'm saying, excuse my language, get your woman, or whatever it may be, right? First thing he gonna say is that. They don't realize when the husband is. I'll say, Khan, sir, Khan. They don't realize that, sir. I'm saying when a husband is happy, when a man, you don't get whatever you want anyway. When he happy and you doing what you're supposed to be doing, I'm saying the woman is happy, the kids are happy. Khan, sir, absolutely 100%. True statistics. Khan, let me know what that means now. Come on, let me know what that means now. I'm saying, but yes, what the other one said is 100% right. They don't know that a husband being happy, you being happy, is the whole house being happy. Say everyone around you happy. Hell, people at work happy. Everybody happy, right? So, like I was saying, the reason why you do not, how men look at you as a disgrace, because the first thing they do is they don't check your woman. They try to check you. Saying, go get your woman, man, and calm your woman down. Hey, control your woman. She's swinging her. She's hitting at us. She's spitting at us, or whatever it may be. And if you don't control your woman, what do? They try to come and check you, hit you, or get in a fight, or whatever it may be. And of course, your woman jump in and try and help you, and then he now hitting on your woman and while beating you up, and now both of you laid out in train station when you could have just been at home and had this woman in order, and none of this could have happened, right? Because you refuse to check your woman. You refuse to believe that happy wife, happy life, right? You believe that. Khan, Kabadamath. Yeah, we see that all the time, Kabadamath. We see that all the time, man, all the time. This is not what I'm saying is not something that I've not seen, or you brothers have not seen, right? We have all seen it too. You know what I'm saying? We've all seen it. All right, so we can keep going on First Peter's, and give honor unto the wife as the weaker vessel, right? When I say the weaker vessel, meaning give an example. We always heard the saying a woman can't be president, right? They say a woman can't be president because she run a country into the ground. The reason why they're saying that is not because physically, because we all know that if it was based off of being physical, none of those presidents, you cannot tell me, was physically strong, right? Obama, forget about it. Right, I know I'd have won. I'm saying would whoop Obama ass. I'm saying I'd have won. Rob Miami whoop Obama ass. I put my last dollar on that. Right, Obama ain't physically for who? He ain't physically strong for nobody. Right. So of course you're not talking about physically, but when they say that, they're speaking on like mentally. She cannot carry the weight that a man will carry, because we all heard the saying she'll get angry and we'll be at war tomorrow, and she'll press the bomb and the whole world be in a nuke war, and Earth as we know will come to an end, right? We all know why that saying, the weaker vessel, meaning what a man what a man, strength that a man would naturally have. When I meant my strength, I'm talking about like not physically, a strength mentally. That woman might not mentally be able to carry. Right? You can't expect a woman to an example. You can't expect a woman to, in a situation like the kids, right? In the household. We always see that, right? How you know woman is a weaker vessel in the household. You have the daughters who grew up with her father. She's a stripper, right? And you know what's crazy is a lot of those strippers, a lot of them, their mothers coming to watch them at work. She's a weaker vessel. Here's why I say that. She allowed that woman, her daughter, to do whatever the hell she want to do because she don't want her daughter to be upset at her or her daughter to not talk to her or whatever it may be. Whereas if it was a man, if it was a father that was in the household, he would be checking the hell out of his daughter, right? And making sure she is not going down that way. And if she decides to go down that way anyway, he would disgrace her, right? That ain't my daughter no more. He don't give a damn if she don't want to deal with him anymore. Whereas the mother would let her do whatever she want to do because she would lose a daughter. Whereas the father don't care. I'm willing to lose a daughter. He's like, I want to lose a daughter if it means she's going to disgrace this house, right? That's being a weaker vessel. Deal with her in that sense, understanding that she's subjected to those things, and it's up to you to guide and lead her away from that. And being heirs together to the grace of life, that your prayers not be hindered, right? Make sure your household is in order, man, so that when the Most High will bless your household, I'm saying your prayers won't go on deaf ears. All right, you heard the saying for a lot of brothers and sisters, they say she's too emotional. Khan, sir, that's the word I was looking for. Khan, sir, she's way too emotional. And that's what a woman have. I'm saying that's why I gave the analogy of she being president, how they believe that we're going to go into war to, like, the minute she disagree with somebody, that it's war, right? Said unfortunately, it is absolutely common for Israelites in this kingdom to be out of order and sad. Khan, definitely. You know what I'm saying? It's a common thing. It's a common thing based off the oppression that we're under here in America, right? We're all under oppression, right? Each and every day, we're all fighting a battle. Coming into the ISUPK doesn't mean you're now protected, or now you're not protection is not the right word. You're not subjected to certain temptations, right? Yahushua was tempted, right? Coming to ISUPK means that you have now joined the great war, right? The war of clean yourself up. So every single day will be a battle, right? You ever heard of saying bend but don't break? Every single day will be a battle, right? You have to wake up in the morning to understand that, okay, today I'm going to be tempted. Okay, okay, I got to maneuver. You know what I'm saying? I'll give you an example. When I was coming into the truth, and I was a young man coming into the truth, and just like any other man, one of my fight coming into the truth was, I'm saying, when you were a young man coming in, I was like, got the age, man. I don't know. But one of the difficult things for just like a lot of men was lust, right? So it came a time when I started keeping the law, statutes, and commandments, man. Whenever I see like a half naked woman in the street, I'll go like this. So I used to drive, right? I used to work for this way back. When I was first coming to the truth, I was a trooper, and I used to drive for the landscaping truck, like the trailers for the landscaping. And my brother Amatazai could vouch for this. Whenever you see like a half naked woman, a lot of the older brothers, like older men, I'm talking about 50s that I was working there, high 50s, 40s on, they used to be like, man, look at that woman over there, look at that half naked woman over there, whatever it may be. And I'd be like, nah. Like I was like, nah, you know what I'm saying? I was duck my eyes, I try to cover, turn my head away. They used to have women on their phones, they try to show and shit. And brother vouched for that, man. I was fighting everywhere. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's how you got to go through life. If you're alcoholic, you have a problem like with drinking or whatever it may be, you might want to stay away from clubs and parties or whatever it may be that have alcohol. And if you're somebody that like same problem I have, right? Average man have that, right? Coming in, what we had, you want to stay away from those things. See, now women, you want to stay away from anything like that, right? We all know we all men, right? And those are the things that I was doing coming up as a trooper. And that's what you kind of have to wake up in the mindset. Each and every day is going to be a battle. You can't expect to just, okay, I'm in the UPK now. My fight's over. I'm into the truth. Like, nah, it doesn't work like that. Like, you're okay, man. You know what I'm saying? You lose. If you lost the battle today, what you want to do is you want to wake up tomorrow and you want to win the battle tomorrow. You want to win the battle tomorrow, man. You have to keep fighting. The minute you decide to give up, man, and leave the truth and throw in the towel, you're a dead man walking. Believe me when I tell you, you're a dead man walking. You see a lot of them that left the truth that have not hit the dirt yet. Just wait and see. Just wait and see. And for a lot of them, they're dead anyway. They're the walking dead, truly the walking dead. You've seen brothers that have left the truth, and truthfully, when I see them, I don't even recognize them. When I see them again, I'm like, that's so-and-so? They look different. Right, Kabbalah them up, all right. They look different. Like, these brothers are like, you're like, what the heck? Like, who is that? That's the brother that was in here one time? You don't recognize him anymore because he is truly dead. He is truly dead, right? I said, a lot of women don't understand and handle the mental burden of being a leader. Khan, I'm saying, absolutely, Razan. No, you're right. They can't understand the burden of being a leader. You know why? How you know that they can't understand it? Because so much of them thrive to be it. Once again, I brought out that a lot of them can't even decide what they want to eat for today. You ever get with your woman, man? They say, okay, what are we going to eat today? Or what do you want to eat? Right? We're going to get something to eat. What do you want to eat? I don't know. You can't even decide what you want to eat, but you want to decide what we're going to do our day-to-day life, right? That's how you know a lot of them, they don't know the burden that comes to being a leader or come to being in charge. They don't know. And that's the reason why they thrive for it so much. It's kind of like somebody that aspires to be in the street. I love being a gangster. I love being tough or whatever it may be. Like they like that hood mess or whatever it may be. The reason why they desire so much because they never been there. They never been, you know what I'm saying? It's kind of like that analogy. Like it's somebody have never been there that will only desire it so much. You know what I'm saying? Israel is not immune to the charm of Israel. We are the people. But so they look as though they are resigning themselves to their fate after they leave the truth. That's the only way to describe it, right? Like that's the only way to describe it. Truly, they're the walking dead. That's what you call they're dead. So, but brothers and sisters must understand is when you're in a marriage, first thing you must establish is what's each person's role in that marriage, right? If you're in the truth and you want to be a godly man and woman, you have to first establish each of your roles in that marriage, right? And when you establish your roles in that marriage, like I said before, a man's role is to lead your wife, right? Your role is the leadership in that marriage, and a woman's role is support. Your role is to support in that marriage, right? A helpmate in that marriage. Now, the minute you establish those roles in that marriage, then you have to now come down to the premise, okay? For me to support, if you're a woman out there, okay, for me to support my husband, I need to be doing this, and this, and go to that husband and I'm saying you guys sit down and communicate and talk. Don't forget, this is a work. It's a work in progress because you can't divorce each other. She's not going anywhere. You're not going anywhere. You cannot do away with each other, right? Because you cannot do away with each other, it's very important that you make each and every day easier for yourself, man. You don't want to be getting up fighting every day. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to get up fighting and imagine that. You're getting up fighting with somebody that you're going to see every single day. You know what that does to the mental, man? That is oppression. You oppressing yourself, Ak. You oppressing yourself, sis. Why not come to a term like a sit down, okay, it's this and that, and you hold each other to that agreement. You know what I'm saying? You a man, you hold that rib you hold your rib to that agreement. If you're a man out there, you hold yourself to that agreement. And it's imperative that you hold yourself to that agreement because you are the head of that household, meaning that if everything is not in order, everything is a mess, it's because of you. You're the reason why it's a mess. It's your house. You're the leader. So you're at fault for every single thing that happened in your marriage. If she's out of order and not listening or whatever it may be, it's on you. You. That's why it's important that, you know what? Throw out pride, do what the Most High say. Do what the Most High say. You're in charge? Okay, now, since I'm in charge and you're here to support, let's sit down. Even if you got to put it on pencil and paper and put it up in your house, you can see every day. Because it's a terrible thing to be in that house with somebody who you're going to be with the rest of your life, and both of y'all cannot see eye to eye at all. It's every single day you're fighting, every single day. That's not healthy, man. That's how people die young. That's how you age fast. You know what I'm saying? High blood pressure, all type of thing come with that, man. Depression, right? You can't leave your rib. Also, yeah, I'm saying you can't leave her, right? She can't leave you. So why not make it easy on each other and coming to sit down and communicate, man? Marriage is a work. Each and every day is a work. How you have to also look at it as this: you're not the only one having difficulties in your marriage, right? I'm gonna say that again. You're not the only one having difficulties in your marriage. So stop being selfish, as if you're the only one having a hard time and things are not going right and she's not listening and I can't deal with this woman. She's not doing this right and he's not doing this and he always yells and like, come sit down, man. Sit down with each other, right? And deal with each other in knowledge, right? If you're a man, deal with your woman in knowledge. How the Most High, like I said, how did the Most High deal with the church? What did the Most High did with his the disciples? If you notice, they're always eating together, right? Okay, then you and your rib eat together every single night. You guys eat together, meaning that make it a law in your house that you do not eat dinner unless you guys are eating together. Like me and my rib eat dinner together. I'm saying my rib, we eat dinner together, right? So it's imperative that you start to establish these things in your marriage. So what? So you can have longevity, man. Make it a lot easier for yourself. So don't forget, your marriage is going to be tested anyway. Just like you're being tested, she's being tested, and your marriage is being tested. It's life. I'm sorry to tell you, you're an Israelite living here in America, ain't nothing going to be easy for you. So stop thinking it's going to be easy. It's not going to be easy. Now that you established that it's not going to be easy, what we're going to do to fix it? Now you establish the problem, what we're going to do to fix it now? And that's imperative, right? Hey, Kabbalah Mathak, you got any other questions up? Razan, you got any questions up? Khan, so you can't be selfish in a marriage, and you shouldn't be competing against Khan. You shouldn't be competing against each other. That's very. Hey, Razan, Officer Razan, that's excellent. Because a lot of men and women in marriages like to compete with each other. Why? I do not know. I do not know. But what I'll say is this: how can you be competing with somebody that you're in the same team with? I'm gonna repeat it again. If you're in a marriage, that means that person's on your team. How are you competing with someone that's on your team? If you're a man out there and you're competing with your woman, oh man, I don't know what do men compete with a woman? In today's time, it's money and a lot of homosexual men compete their women in dressing, right? A lot of men compete their women in looking good. I don't know how, if you're a man, you compete in your woman in looking good, but I'm not even going to touch on that. I ain't going to touch on no fish. I'm saying that's disgusting and that's gay. I'm saying, so I ain't going to touch on that. I can touch on the money. If you a man and your woman is making the amount of money and you're competing with her, oh, I'm gonna be making more money than you, or I want to be making more money than you, or whatever it is, you know what I'm saying? Cut that shit out, Ak. Cut that shit out. If she's on your team, that is your money she's making. That is your money. If you're a wife and you're making money, making more money than your husband, stop saying I'm making more money than you. That is his money. Stop being disgusting and dishonorable and filth. That is your man's money. That's his money. According to God, that is his money. So stop being filth, man. And if you're a man out there, stop wanting to make more money than your woman. That don't make any sense. You're on the same team as her. Get me right on that. What you mean occupation? What do you mean? What do you mean by that? Right? If you're a man out there, right? And your woman is making more money than you, or if you're a woman out there and you're making more money than your wife, than your husband, stop competing. Stop competing. That's his money. And that's if you're a man out there, a woman's making more money than you, that's your money. What are you mad about? What are you competing with, right? So what Razan says, excellent. Bottom on, get me. What are you talking about? Occupation. Okay, you're saying I'm using the word job that you're trying to say it's occupation. You're trying to say, right? Is that what you're trying to say? You're trying to say instead of using the word job, you're saying occupation. Job, occupation, slavery, those are all words of similarities, right? Is that what you're saying, Up? Get me right on that, Up. Okay, that's what you're saying. Okay, I get you. I go word meeting. All the same thing, Up. So yes, slavery, job, occupation, whatever it may be. You know what a white man is, right? All of this is slavery. I don't give a damn what they say. A man, you throwing a football, you running a football up and down the field, that is a slavery. You shooting a basketball through a hoop, that is a slavery. You kicking a ball around, you start playing soccer or whatever, that is a football, that is a slavery. I'm saying you getting up day to day. I cannot begin to tell you 5 a.m. in the morning, working 3:30, working to 5 p.m. at night, or working to 6. That is a slavery, right? So if your woman have a slave, that money she's making, that's yours. There should be no competing. That's why it's important, man. Communication is very important to a marriage. Communicating. Yahushua was always communicating with his disciples, always communicating with the church, right? He was always going to camp. He was always talking to the people, setting them right, right? It's important that you ask your woman every now and then, how you doing? How you feeling? You all right? I'm saying, you woman out there, I don't know, tell your husband, like, shit, you look good today. Shit, I'm saying, a lot of men today, like that, man. A lot of men today like that. You a husband out there, you tell your woman, you look good. Damn, girl, you look good. You know what I'm saying? A man do, give her a slap. You know what I'm saying? I'm saying, you look good, girl. You know what I'm saying? Shit, like words of affirmation. Like women love that. A lot of men today, men love that. Saying, like, damn, you should get taller. Some men are shorter. If your husband's shorter, he like that. Tell him you look taller today. You know what I'm saying? You're welcome, sis. Tell him you look a little taller today. Be like, damn, did you gain 2 inches? Damn, boy, go ahead. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead, out of one. Go ahead, my Lord. Men like that. Feel me? Saying? We're going to close out the class here in a bit. If anybody got any other questions, you know what I'm saying? We're going to close the class out right now. I want to say it again. You brothers, man, we got camp tomorrow, right? IHBK Arizona will be having camp tomorrow. The first Friday, we're gonna be out there around 4:00. Saying we're gonna be out there around 4:00. We're gonna be out there having first Friday. So you definitely want to come out and check out the IHBK first Friday. We're gonna be at, I think off of Roosevelt. Is it Roosevelt? It's lucky. Give me right now, Kabadama. Where's it at? Is it First Street up? 3rd Street? 3rd Street and Roosevelt we're gonna be at. All right. think it's 3rd Street and Roosevelt. We're gonna be at First Friday tomorrow. You definitely want to come out and check out the IHBK tomorrow on First Friday, man. You know what I'm saying? And so you brothers, Kabata Moth and Razan. I'm definitely looking forward to seeing y'all Akim's Day tomorrow. So we're gonna shut First Friday down like we usually do. I'm saying 4th Street. Hey, Tuada, Kabata Moth. That's what I was waiting for. 4th Street and Roosevelt. Tuada. 4th Street and Roosevelt. I'm saying that's Kabata Moth right there, man. One of the smartest man in Israel. Our brother got a 4.0. I'm saying make sure we share this class too, Akim's, man. Our brother, congratulations to our brother Kabata Moth, man. Our brother got a 4.0. He's gonna be electrician, man. Why are you going to electrician school? I don't know if anyone you know out there about electrician. I'm in construction, so I know. Electrician, this is no disrespect to any brother out there in their trade. This is just me being honest, right? If you're going to go by the hierarchy of trades and the skill level, like difficulties to take on each trade, electricians are number one. I don't give a damn what nobody say. Not that, once again, not that any other trade is not important, right? But all I'm saying, electricians, they have pipe fitters, right? Then you have HVAC and plumbing. Then you have carpenters. And once again, I should have stopped at electricians. That's what I should have done. So lucky to you carpenters out there, which I did carpentry, right? There's no disrespect. I did carpentry, so I know. I'm saying it's back-breaking work. It's difficult work. In fact, carpenters, I'm saying, are in fact the most difficult trade out of all of those. I'm gonna repeat it again. Carpentry work is back-breaking work. I'm saying you have a sledgehammer, you jacking all day. I'm saying that is back-breaking work. So that trade is one. That's the most common trade. When I mean the most common trade, you're gonna always find the most work in that trade, right? Because it's always work for that trade, and it's the most back-breaking trade. But on the topic of electricians are some of the most. That trade is absolutely difficult. I'm saying to get into. And this brother right here, Kabata Moth, I'm saying he going to school for that electrician work. That brother got a 4.0. 4.0. I'm saying a lot of us going to school, we're taking only 4 classes, and you couldn't even get a 4.0 in 4 classes. You know what I'm saying? And this brother is in an accelerated course, and he has a 4.0 in his accelerated course. You know what I'm saying? And definitely, I'm saying that's the most high. You're right. That's the most high. And that's definitely the most high. I'm saying so. Definitely, congratulations to that brother, man. Because that I know, that's an absolute difficult trade. Difficult. Like the classes for that is absolutely immense. The math for that is immense. It's a lot, especially in an accelerated course. They throwing work left and right on you all day. I'm saying tests you got to pass, the amount of man hours you got to put in. So you have to be showing up for those classes. And if you're starting to lose the amount of man hours, you eventually get kicked out of the class. So I know. I'm saying you're talking to, but I know. I'm saying that's what I say. Electricians are some of the most top. That's the top paid trade. And of course, you have a little specialty work here, probably getting paid a little more money. But as far as the trade go, electricians are up there, man. I'm saying so. Definitely, congratulations to Kabata Moth again. I'm saying, brothers, once again, share. I'm saying this class, like and share this class, man. With that, I'm gonna close class out unless there's any more questions in the class. I'm saying, if there's any more questions in the class, I'll give it like a minute, man. So definitely on the topic again of husband and wife, it's very important, man. Very, very, very important that husband and wife, and the husband deal with his wife according to knowledge, man, according to the law. It's very important. Just deal with each other according to the law. All right? If you're in ISUPK and you've been given a certain order to do, or I'm saying what you be doing in your marriage, follow what those orders, man. Follow those orders. And like I said before, it's very important that you and your rib is laying together every single night. That's a remedy for a lot of the problems in our marriage. Lay together. I'm saying in the morning it's a recharge. Even if you don't want to, lay together. At night, lay together. I'm saying. All right, Akims. I'm saying on that, we're gonna close out the class. I'm saying once again, ISUPK coming out of 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York. I'm Officer Apayak. We got classes out here, 12416 North 28 Drive, 12416 North 28 Drive. I'm saying Shalom, Yahweh Shemar Thumb to your brothers out there, and Shalom, Yahweh Shemar Thumb, Bashim, Shai to your sisters out there. That's it.